Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Beth, and this is going to be the third video I'm doing about the Spring 2024 FabFitFun customization options. So if you missed part 1 or part 2, then I will link those down below for you in the description box. But I did want to just kind of check in with you guys and not leave you hanging because I did mention that instead of a kind of scroll through screen capture of the add-on store, that I would do more of a talking head type video, I think I said. Or in general, I just kind of wanted to talk a little bit more about the boost options, is what they used to be called. So I have my computer here in front of me. I think what I'm going to do here is, obviously I have this camera recording my face, so I'll just insert this. And let's start a screen recording and I will talk you through everything that I can. So I thought about possibly trying to do this as a live stream in the future. If that is something you guys would be interested in, let me know and I can try to set that up. I would need a little bit more, I guess, advanced notice to kind of work through all the technical aspects. So I didn't try to do that this time around. If you missed it, I did a premiere of part 2 of my What Will I Choose videos, but I know it's kind of midday and it's a little bit hard to kind of check in or whatever. So let me know what you guys would like to see, or if you like just kind of how I've been doing it traditionally, you can let me know that as well. But I'm just trying to mix it up a little bit. So I'm on the FabFitFun homepage here, as you can see, and I thought I would just start out by maybe going to the forum. It looks like they had an issue with some people being able to customize. Let me know if that happened to you. But for future reference, if you are a FabFitFun subscriber, this is where they kind of put all the information about the different spoilers, and they have like a forum that people can talk and whatever. I'm just using this as a tag to get into. Once they start posting things, it gets a little bit difficult to kind of sort through, so I usually save the links, and that is what I include in the description box typically. So, oh, here it is. Boost your box. All right. And then they go down to the comments. All right, let me maybe make this a little bit bigger. Okay, so, and it has links to the previous categories. So for the booster box, we have the Glossier Milky Jelly Cleanser, and these are just a couple of the, I guess, additional choices that you can select for your boxes at an additional cost. So these they're calling the FabFitFun Picks, and as you'll see in a moment, when you go into the add-on store, they have a separate kind of tag for the FabFitFun Picks. So it says, this gel cream cleanser dissolves makeup while nourishing and hydrating the skin. The perfect all-in-one pH-balanced cleanser for your morning and night routine. You'll start and end your day feeling fresh, hydrated, and ready to take on the day or head to sleep. 6 ounces, and as usual, I mean, this one isn't terrible, but it does have some essential oil fragrance type ingredients, so I think those maybe are just fragrance ingredients, not essential oils. But anyway, so I'll just skip on that. I just purchased the Prequel Cleanser, finally came back into stock. So I think I'm good on cleansers for the moment. And this is where we get into the guard your wallet if you're an impulse shopper type territory. So we have the Tory Burch Emerson Crossbody in black. It's going to be $220 down from $348. And I feel like this is the type of thing where if you happened to be either looking at this bag specifically or a bag like it, and this presents itself to you and saving about $128 is a good deal, then by all means. But for me at least, it's not really like an impulse buy type purchase. So there's that. There's also the Emerson Swing Bag in black. That's $240 down from $378. We have a third Tory Burch bag, the Emerson Bucket Bag, $250 down from $378. So I'm sure these are nice bags, and they're pretty kind of classic styles, it looks like. So I don't think it's a bad purchase. I just think, again, make sure it's something that you want independent of it being like in a FabFitFun kind of deal. Okay, this I definitely wanted to talk about. This is the Vanity Planet Baya, the Everything Beauty Bag. $69 down from $149, so pretty good discount. I'm not sure what kind of sales Vanity Planet typically runs, but it looks like it has a hard shell exterior and it has a large detachable tri-lit dimmable LED mirror to ensure the perfect application every time. It measures 4.9 inches high by 8.4 inches wide by 10.8 inches long. And you can adjust the brightness. It looks like it's micro USB. 1000 milliamp hours. I think that is what the battery size is. Full charge should last approximately 2.5 hours. So if you took an hour to get ready, for example, you could basically do kind of a full makeup application twice before you had to recharge, and you can do the math on however long you think it will take you to do your makeup. The thing about this, and last time I looked at the add-on store to kind of see what was still in stock and not, this was still available, so I guess a lot of people haven't kind of jumped on it. I thought this would be kind of a popular item. It did kind of catch my eye. So a couple things. I think this one is in blush. I think they also have it available in black. So just, again, be aware of if this is the right choice for you. So the thing about this, so I've shown it before. I have this makeup case that I got off of Amazon, and I have a video where I showed you kind of what I took with me on a trip to London where I stayed for 2 weeks, and what I put in here. This, I want to say it goes for under $30 on Amazon, and it is a hard exterior with a zipper. And this one I have it storing nail polish right now, but this one, it has a section where you can put brushes, has a zipper compartment here. And then what I think really makes this a little bit more functional is that these little styrofoam dividers are removable, so you can kind of organize and reposition them to suit the sizes of the items that you have. I don't think the dividers in this case on FabFitFun are movable, so I think you're kind of stuck with whatever configuration they gave you. So that may be something, like your items may not fit perfectly in it. So that was one major drawback I saw. I've also, as you can tell from me storing nail polish in it, I've tried to downsize my makeup collection a little bit. So I still need to unpack this, but this is basically what I took with me last time to London, and we were still gone for about the same length of time. So this takes up, even like in a larger suitcase, this takes up a lot less space, and I have, I guess, less of a tendency to overpack. This is the Charlotte Tilbury bag, but they also have variations of this on Amazon that you can purchase. But basically, it folds up into a cube, and I think this one is also back in stock. And then it kind of unfolds like that in like an accordion type shape. Has a zippered pocket, has some slip pockets, I think, on some of these. And yeah, I think you can fit a good amount of makeup in here. It's like a satiny type material, so you can't like totally wipe it clean like you can with some other materials. And this also doesn't have like a brush section. So I took a separate brush roll with me. But yeah, this, and it's also a little bit softer, so it's not as, I mean, it's not as protective, but it's also a little bit more flexible when it comes to packing. So I think I would recommend one of these two options. My computer went to sleep. Yeah, I would recommend one of these two options. And for the mirror part of it, so the Charlotte Tilbury bag is obviously a little bit more expensive because it's Charlotte Tilbury. But like I said, you can get inexpensive ones from Amazon. And what I did for the mirror aspect, so this is something that Taylor Wynn actually recommended, and I've traveled with it a few times now, and it's worked out really well. But basically, it's an LED mirror that flips up like this. So you actually get a lot of height from it, and you can kind of have it at face level, like standing or sitting on the top of a dresser or a table or whatever, and you're not like leaning over to look into it, and you can kind of reposition it or whatever. You can also use this section I use to kind of, I don't know, collect items, just kind of a catch-all, and then it folds in like that, so it's really well protected. That's the USB-C charger, I think. And this one also, I think it's charged enough. It was plenty bright. I'm not sure if the charge is good right now, but it has some different temperatures of light. If you can see that, like cool, warm, and mixed maybe. So yeah, so this was a really great purchase. Again, I want to say it was maybe around 20 bucks, and I'll link it for you down below. But I think, especially if you're traveling, if you just want something like that to stay on your vanity, if you just have a tight space and you don't have much makeup, then maybe, I mean, it looks nice, but I think for pure kind of functionality, I would recommend different items basically. So I wanted to talk about that since that was one of their picks. And then the Marc Jacobs sunglasses, I kind of feel the same way as I do about the Tory Burch bags. I mean, these are a little bit more understandable to me, I guess, because like the first one, it's $89 down from $255. I don't know why these ones are so much more than the next pair. And I don't know, Marc Jacobs and Marc, is that like a different line of his? I don't know. I don't really like this style of sunglass either because I like to put them in my hair. So that's just kind of my personal preference. Yeah, the black ones retail for $175. These are kind of fun, $129 down from $175. I mean, I would just do the math, like $175, you take 20% off, it becomes $145. So I just try and like put it in perspective of like, are you really getting an amazing deal, or is it just something like it's being served to you on a silver platter, so you're more likely to buy it kind of thing. And I also wanted to talk about this Ember mug. So this is only the 6-ounce size, $69 down from $99.95. So as you may have seen in some of my videos, I do have an Ember mug. I think this is like a 14-ounce size. And my husband and I both, oh, I just washed it. It has a little bit of water in it still. My husband and I both have one of these. Just to prepare you, the thing that we've experienced in terms of like complications or whatever, the drawbacks, I would say, if you're not familiar with what the Ember mug is, basically it has like a heating component in the mug, and then it also has a charger that it sits on. So basically, it can keep your tea or your coffee or whatever you're drinking hot for as long as you want it to. Basically, I think after a certain point of not being picked up, it might kind of go to sleep and not keep charging or heating your beverage. But anyway, yeah, it's great if you enjoy hot beverages and you want to kind of sip on them for an extended period of time. The drawbacks to it, it is an expensive mug basically, but it's really the only mug that each of us uses now. We each have our own. So yeah, so the price is one. The coating, as you can probably see, does tend to kind of wear away, and you can minimize that, I think, in part by what liquids you choose to use. But if you want to drink your coffee or tea, that's what you want to drink, right? You can also use like a plastic or like a baby spoon kind of thing, like not a metal spoon, to stir, is another way to kind of preserve the finish. It doesn't bother me. Like, I've had this for a while now. I'll try to look up when I bought it first. But if this were the 14-ounce size and it was going for $70, I probably would purchase a new one, just to tell you how much I do like it. So yeah, the finish kind of wears away after a while. The coasters we've also had a few issues with, like, if I can show you on this one. And we have multiple coasters. Like, I have one here at my desk, and then I have one on my nightstand. So that's what the coaster looks like. The issue we've had is sometimes the pins, like those little things that stick up that actually connect to the mug, something like the spring or whatever that's in there, it malfunctions somehow so that it stops charging, which is obviously an issue. And it just connects to an outlet via one of those guys. Whenever we've had that issue, basically you can reach out to Ember customer service and you just, I think we've done it through text. Like you just kind of take some pictures, send it to them, and they'll ship you a new one free of charge. So it's not a huge issue, but it's just a little bit annoying. You know what I mean? Like I think I've done that at least twice since I've had it. So just be prepared that you may have to deal with that. I've thought about buying those mugs for like my parents for Christmas or something, but I just, knowing my mom, I think that would drive her crazy. So I've kind of held off for that reason. But if you can handle like that minor inconvenience and maybe just buy a spare, I think you can buy a spare for like 30 bucks or whatever. Personally, I think it's worth it. And the last thing, which is just kind of the nature of what it is, if you add any kind of milk to your coffee or whatever, it will kind of form a film after a while, and so you do have to kind of wash that out and whatever. And after a while, if the coffee has been kind of sitting for a while, you get that kind of, the way that coffee tastes in the pot after it's been sitting on the, whatever, the coffee warmer plate. Same thing happens with the mug, just kind of the nature of what it is. So it's not going to change, I guess, the basic physics of coffee and heat. But like I said, it is a really great product, and I do miss it, like if we travel and I don't have it or that kind of thing. So it's amazing how much quicker liquids cool off without a heated mug. Okay, so I think that's enough on that. Oh, the one about this, the last thing about this though that I'll say is 6 ounces is quite small. It's probably like half the size of what I have. And yeah, stainless steel vessel, ceramic coating. It says the built-in battery maintains your precise drinking temperature. So there is an app that you can connect and actually set the temperature that you want within a certain range for up to 1.5 hours or all day with the included charging coaster. And it's hand wash only for obvious reasons. 6 ounces is not a lot, and I almost feel like for like espresso or flat white or cappuccino, like anything that would be that size, even the standard Nespresso capsules for like the virtual line, I think are 7 ounces. So it's not going to fit a lot in there, and I feel like it doesn't make as much sense to me to buy a mug for a drink that small, because you're probably going to end up drinking it more quickly, especially like an espresso, you just kind of down it, right? So I don't know, if you only drink cappuccinos, for example, and you like sipping on your cappuccino, then maybe this would be great for you. But if you're like a standard kind of coffee drinker or tea drinker, I drink coffee and tea out of mine all the time, then yeah, I would say skip it. Let's see, what else do we have? Dr. Jart sheet masks, if you like those. The Amika, yeah, just quickly gazing at the ingredients here. Yeah, I'll probably be passing on those. Some of these, like this one has probably denatured alcohol, I'm guessing. So yeah, I'm going to be skipping on those. The Amika Hydro Rush Moisture Mask, 19 down from 42. I don't think I've tried that particular Amika mask. But I do really like the way that Amika products smell. Yeah, I know Abby Young, I think, really likes the Cure mask from Amika. So if that were the option, I would probably try that out. As you'll see, I added the Olaplex number 8 mask to my cart. The Too Faced Born This Way Natural Nudes Eyeshadow Palette, 29 down from 52. I feel like you can probably find that palette at around the same price point other places throughout the year. So, I don't know. If you just want to pick this up, but I wouldn't say this is like a must-have palette to pick up in this sale. Let's see. Beach Riot Sweater. I'm not familiar with that. I think these are, yeah, 100% polyester. They do have the sizes. The Ula Henderson Dutopia 20% acid night treatment, 19 down from 60. Let's see, 1 ounce, and yeah, not to be a broken record, but you can just see the ingredients there. And just because we're here, I'll demo what I do. So copy that, and then if I go over to the Paula's Choice Beautypedia page, and you just plop that in and see what it says. Takes a second sometimes. Yeah. So they break it down for you, so you can kind of get a sense of what you're looking at. And obviously my ideal is to have everything be average or above. And you can scroll down. Like these are the glycolic acid, lactic acid, like the exfoliants. Potassium hydroxide, I think that's lye. Yeah. So they say it's a pH adjuster or stabilizer or texture enhancer. That's the kind of thing where maybe you can take into account how concentrated it is, and you know, there may be a good reason to have it in a product. It's not like you're putting straight lye on your skin. Some of these are not rated. You can kind of maybe get a sense of what type of ingredient it is, or just look elsewhere. Let's see, this one is also a fragrance, it looks like. Lemon extract, not generally a great thing for sensitive skin. This one, this is something I'd probably have to like Google to see what it is. Sugarcane. So, I mean, that's probably fine. But yeah, a lot of these like citrus type fragrance ingredients, or I think sometimes brands put them in as like a lightening agent kind of thing. Glycerin, always good. So yeah, I mean, it's not limiting linalool fragrance. It's not the be all end all. Like, obviously do what you want, but that's just a tool I use, and that's what I kind of reference a lot. Okay, so moving on, we have a lot of rebag options, and I think this is especially true where you're going to be plopping down like over $1,000. So I don't know, you do you, but for me and my budget, that's not the type of money I just kind of spend on a whim. And I don't know, I'd probably go directly to rebag if I wanted a pre-owned luxury bag, or you know, if I wanted the full experience, just buy it directly from the retailer, designer, whatever. I mean, they have some cute styles in here, I won't deny that, but I think all of these were kind of one-offs anyway in terms of their availability, so I think a lot of these are have been claimed. But just to give you a sense of what's here, I really like this YSL bag, or Saint Laurent, I guess they're called now. Yeah, Celine, Valentino. Okay, this I thought was interesting. So basically you're getting $100 off the Dyson Corral Styler Straightener. Like I mentioned in a previous video, I'm kind of going through a hair journey at the moment. Like, I'm not in love with what my hair is doing at the moment, so I'm kind of experimenting with different things, and I think I still want to buy the Air Straight, and maybe I would buy, I don't know, like a GHD or T3 straightening flat iron. I don't know, I just don't straighten my hair all that often, but I'm kind of considering playing around with it. I don't know. I mean, again, like if you had it in mind to buy this, how I personally like to buy Dyson products is to buy them from Ulta, because I can save up points and get like $250 off, and then hopefully time it with either like a point multiplier or a 20% off code or something. So it's interesting that Dyson is showing up here, but I don't think this is your last chance to get one on sale. So I don't know, if you just happen to be pining away for a Dyson hair straightener and saving up for one, and this again presents itself to you, then great, but I don't know. I think you can kind of get swept up sometimes in the excitement of it all. The Olaplex dry shampoo, I've not heard great things about that. I'm not really a huge dry shampoo person generally. The Elemis Pro Collagen Lifting Treatment, and yeah, same kind of deal here with what I choose to avoid in my skincare. Okay, so that was it for the boosts, and back to the homepage here. So I'll show you how my box is looking at the moment. I did add screenshots to my community page, but in case you missed it. And I think this is pretty much how it's going to stay for now. So I have $110 of add-ons, the $15 to rush the box, which generally, I think it generally ships in like a week or two. It's pretty fast. The number 8 Bond Intense Moisture Mask from Olaplex, that's less than half. So that's good. I like that one because it's in an airless pump, so you're not like digging your hand into a container or tub. So I like that one. I've gone through a full one of those. The number 4C Bond Maintenance Clarifying Shampoo, I thought I would try a full size of. I got a trial or travel size in a kit, and I liked it well enough, so I thought I would maybe pick that one up. This is a gift with purchase, so I figured why not. And it's not even showing you everything here. Okay. The Amber Dunes Rollerball, that just sounded interesting. The Peach Pie Eyeshadow Quad from Sigma. That was kind of a, I don't know, YouTuber research pick because eventually I'll be doing a like Pantone Color of the Year video, which is Peach Fuzz for this year. And then some other items. This is the About Face Matte Fix Lip Pencil, and it's half off. So I just threw it in there because I might pick up the About Face foundation and, I don't know, just exploring different items from the brand. Top coat from London Town, less than half off. And then the Mykonos and Amalfi brush sets from Spectrum. I probably won't use them as brushes, but I just thought they'd be cute, like kind of decor items, which I know is silly, but I thought they were pretty and summery, so I picked those up. Okay. So this is how my customizations is looking. I'll go through the actual windows and everything, but for right now I have the salad bowl kit, and I did try to make sure that my primary choice was a big item so that I would get a big box because I can use it for storage and I just like getting the bigger box. So I tried to do that, and I just start clicking on things, but if you want to change, if you like deselect something and then it'll automatically pick something else as your primary choice, and then you can just add something back in as as an additional item. 2 sets of the dessert plates. Apparently Sweet Laurel is a like vegan, refined sugar-free, gluten-free bakery out of LA, I think, of course. So I guess they're more a bakery than a, I don't know, homeware design. This I thought was interesting. So I have both of these selected right now. I really wish the eye pencil color was different, but they have 2 different liquid lip colors. One is in Curve and one is in Lane. So I'll show you when we go through customization. Hopefully I can show you the pictures, but right now I have both of those added. For customization 1, the Living Proof, which I did use today on my hair actually, is less expensive as an additional item than it is as the subscription, which is like $17. So I just added it here. Here I have both sizes of the bath wrap. So I wasn't quite confident, I guess, in just picking one. So I picked both. And the Dibs Beauty in shade 2. And then customization 3. So this is just the eyeliner because you'll see in the refills that the Beekman 1802 is less expensive as the refill than the additional choice. The St. Jane sunscreen and the Robe curls. I tried my Kitsch heatless curls thing again a few days ago, and it didn't really go well, but we'll see how it goes. The Love Wellness Cleanser, thought I would try that. The PJ Salvage Spa Headband and Wristband Set. And yeah, I'll try the cleansing oil and the mascara. So that is kind of all the choices. We're going to have a quite heavy box this season, I think. And then the refills I have here, I have the Beekman 1802 Dream Booster, the Cuticle Gel Pen, and the Peptide 4 Eye Recovery Cream, which I'll probably just cancel after this shipment. This I've had before and I enjoyed it, so I thought I would pick that up again. And yeah, I think I've talked about everything else. So yeah, like I said, it's a good thing it's not my renewal season. So this is basically all I'm paying out of pocket. Okay, so going to the add-on, actually let's do customize first. So this is what it looks like, customization 1. And you can see what I have marked as my choice and the additional items. And hopefully I will get this up on Monday. But if any items you see as being unavailable, just kind of keep checking back in, because you can tell I have quite a few items selected here. So if I were on the fence about the Glossier, for example, or if I choose not to get one, then that would, in theory, open up to someone else. So these are the two colors, Lane and Curve. I'll show you pictures, I'll insert pictures of models wearing both colors. There are models that are fairly close to my skin tone. Curve is obviously a more springy color on me. Lane is a little bit more wintry, but I think full price, they MSRP 38. I want to say the lip color is like 20 something. Lane is a neutral mauve brown, and yeah, you can see that is what it basically looks like on my coloring. And then Curve is a dusty peach, and yeah, so I thought I might enjoy both colors, so I selected both, but that was a surprise. Okay, so that is customization 1. I'm not changing anything. 2, we have the Dibs Beauty, the towels, and then it looks like shade 5 of the Dibs in one of the bags is currently unavailable. But again, like I said, just check back. Customization 3, I just have the eyeliner. So these are $13. Yeah, so that'd be more than $10.80. It's unavailable. I'll have to see what it looks like in the refills. Yeah, the Plump Dip Brow 4. Sometimes things like this that we didn't see in spoilers, but we've seen in previous boxes show up. I'm guessing just because they have extras and they want to kind of give more options. I guess the mystery choice is unavailable. And yeah, this was from a previous season as well. I remember that. So they might just have limited amounts. For 6. Okay. All right, so I'm not changing anything about my customizations, and then it takes you to boost your box, refills, and subscriptions. So you can see all of these are subscriptions, and most of the like refill spoilers that we talked about in past seasons continue to be available. I'm still a little sad that the Cocoa Floss is no longer an option. They've replaced it with something else. So eventually I'll have to find a new floss source, I guess. Yeah. Just seeing if there's anything I want to talk about. That one is pretty scented, the Elemis. What haven't we talked about? This is pretty nice, the Fruit Butter Lip Mask. And this is also really good. The Flyaway Hair Essence doesn't really smell the best. I think it's supposed to have a peach scent, but it doesn't smell good to me. But yeah, this is really good. Like, you can see I have just to kind of tap down any flyaways. A lot of Ahava. Here's the triple bond complex, like I mentioned. Oh yeah, that is still an option. Sometimes I think they limit the number of subscriptions. Yeah, this is the floss. Curious what people said about this. It's nice that they include reviews. Huh. Got the same Milk Rise mascara both times. Got an old and dried out mascara. Yeah, not great if you're getting the same one. It's kind of not the point, right? Yeah, the pet bundles, which is really cute. It looks like they just have the one that would be for US here, unless I'm missing something. Surprise sheet mask. Yeah, I'm not into a lot of these like surprise options. Invisibobble Duo, like if you go through a lot of Invisibobbles, then you're probably going to be fine with that. But some of these are a little bit more vague, it looks like. Okay, so I'm good with that. And then this is what they've kind of spoiled. And again, there's additional options from what we saw. Stony Clover Lane, the social studies. I think this is a FabFitFun brand. And this is one thing that came in that box that I mentioned, the prize family switch box. So for $15, just to show you, because they are kind of on the small side, almost match my shirt. I think they're a little bit more blue than they look on camera for some reason. They look more green. But yeah, that one's the smallest size. And then those are the two others. So yeah, really just like probably nuts or olives maybe. They're not like a huge chip bowl or anything like that. They're more just kind of little snacky things. So just to share that since I have them. And what else do we have here? The Tory Burch, Marc Jacobs, the Dyson. That was out of stock for a minute. I'm guessing people got excited when they saw it and added it, but then kind of reality set in. Looks like there is a Valentino and Louis Vuitton bag still available. And then, okay, so now it's just showing us some best-selling add-ons. So the Olaplex Blonde Enhancer Toning Shampoo. Let's see what else here. The Mighty Patches. For things like that I can use my FSA dollars on, I choose to buy them just from like Ulta or something because I feel weird. I'd feel weird about using like a FabFitFun receipt kind of thing. So this is the full-on add-on store. You can see what's in my cart here. And it shows you what I have in my cart but is currently out of stock. And that's the free gift. So looks like the black is out of stock, but they still have the brown and the auburn, and I have blonde. Let's see. Yeah, so that's my cart. And then you can favorite things. So if you're not sure about something, you want to come back to it, or you want to see if it comes back into stock. This hyaluronic serum, I think that was an additional choice that was sold out, but it is a subscription and you can unsubscribe. You're not locked in forever, so you can go back. Just to kind of go down here, they had a lot of Dibs Beauty. I thought about picking more, but realistically I just have more makeup to get through than I know what to do with. The Ellis Brooklyn Sci-Fi perfume is kind of interesting. I think it's like a green tea kind of scent. And they say it's vanilla based. Yeah, green tea. So yeah, I have a travel size and I thought about getting this because I don't know, think it's a cool bottle and everything, but realistically I don't need it. The Rose Ink lipsticks are really nice if you haven't tried those. Stony Clover. Again, I just think these look nice. Hourglass. Yeah, and I know like at one time this was out of stock and now I see it back in stock, but it says low inventory. These are cool looking hoops. I think Hannah Louise Poston has talked about this brand, Machete. Let's see, Living Proof. They have some Necessaire, Unhide, more Machete. Let's see. I feel like this has been in the add-on store forever, and I just keep it in my favorites. And yeah, and then it shows you what's out of stock. So I just added the top coat and the mask. And a fair bit of about face. They corrected this because I think at one point this said it was Swell, but I think it is Built New York is the name of the brand. And yeah, so that's it for my favorites. So just kind of clicking through here, it shows you the free gifts, and then their picks, which is the boost your box options basically. And yeah, shows you what is out of stock. Wasn't that just in stock? Or maybe I was looking at something else a minute ago. Lots of those handbags. Then it'll take you back into everything. And this is, here we go. Bundles and boxes for refills. Oh, it's out of stock. Yeah, so just to kind of show you how you can navigate this, because I think with the refills and everything moving, it was just a little bit of an adjustment, and now they have things like in multiple places. Okay, so rather than go through the rest of these because they're just by category, I'm just going to go to all, and you can search for a particular type of item or brand or whatever. But I'll just quickly kind of try to go through this, just let you know if I see anything that kind of leaps out at me. I've already gone through this, obviously. This Unhide blanket, it's the kind that has like a knob or something. Like, I guess you wear it. So, I don't know. I haven't kind of seen how that works. But they are great blankets. I don't recommend these rose ink shadows. I think they're not very good quality. I do have a rose ink video up reviewing them, so you can check that out. But yeah, I do not recommend those. Iconic London, it's just okay. I think the quality, not totally in love with that. If you have any questions about specific items, let me know. We've talked a lot about some of these. Those are kind of cute. They're kind of like the ones I wear now. I wonder how big they are. I'm going to favorite that and come back. Sometimes they ship separately. Okay, so these are rhodium plated brass. These from Ana Luisa are rhodium plated silver, I believe. More Skylar. I always thought these, was it Emily or Emile. Emily. I always thought this brand was kind of cool looking. This is the same brand that we've gotten a cuticle oil from. I've not tried their nail polish. Let me know if anyone has. I typically do like the manicurist, which is a LED cured nail polish. So I really only use that kind of traditional nail polish on my toes. But yeah, I'd still be curious. But I'd still be curious what their polish is like. This I thought was interesting after I talked about the yoga bags and how I was looking for kind of a suitcase option. I don't know if I really love the way those look, so I'm going to be passing on them, but I just thought it was interesting that they popped up there. Yeah, and you can just go by category, just look at makeup, or just look at skincare, I think. Homeware. Yeah, another, is it Biagi? Let me know if anyone has a really great suggestion. I've been kind of doing some, I don't know, internet research. The good thing about cookies on the internet, though, is that you start Googling something and then Instagram just presents ads to you. So it's almost like your own personal shopper in a way. It's how I'm choosing to look at it anyway. Tory Burch bag. There's the Dyson. can see they have a lot of things here. Yes.
How long you got left?
I'm not sure.
Oh, cup of tea.
Well, make your tea then.
What are you doing with your laptop, Anne?
I'm scrolling through and I'm filming it.
Oh, you're not talking?
Well, I am when I have something to say.
Are you like, hello?
I'm filming right now, you know.
Are you like, hello? That wasn't the sound of water going into the kettle, that was the sound of me pissing on the floor.
This is what I have to live with. That was cute, little Kate Spade bag.
Don't put that in.
You put it in.
No, you can cut it out. You have the power to do such things.
You chose to insert yourself.
I was going to say something there.
Shut up. Shut up. Oh dear. Oh dear, dear, dear. This is why I usually just set this to music.
Yeah, so much drama going on. You've got to clean the kitchen up a little bit. Oh, you've got to put this. Oh, I've got to clean the arm.
Maybe. Stop talking. I have to edit that out. So this is the cake kit for those plates. Seems like a lot for cake mix. I just assumed make it from scratch. A ready-to-serve chocolate cake. How does that ship? It must ship directly from the bakery. Yeah, drop ship that will ship directly from the retailer. I think the Sterling Forever stuff is like that too, a lot of times. So don't be surprised if it doesn't show up in your box. This is interesting. Copper Mill Kitchen. We just had our 7th wedding anniversary, and copper is the traditional wedding gift for 7, and we couldn't find anything. I mean, I guess Moscow Mule mugs. I'm not sure how good quality these are, but we were kind of looking for something that wasn't like $600 or $700. But might just wait until we have like a dedicated dining room and then retroactively buy things like that. More Sweet Laurel stuff. This is a ready-to-serve vegan keto chocolate cake. Ready-to-serve carrot cake. Still expensive though. $175. Cake stand. Copper also tarnishes, doesn't it? It's kind of the downside. Gucci, Dolce & Gabbana. Yeah, it's nice that it shows you the percentage off. So you can kind of take it into perspective, I guess. Like some of these, I'm sure they were kind of a seasonal limited item where you can't get them anymore. But I mean, yeah, it's still $100 off, even at 7% off. So it's something, but I don't know. When you're buying that kind of, or spending that kind of money, it just seems kind of, I don't know. Okay, so then we're back to the free gifts, and this is what is currently out of stock. This was a past box item that I have, I know. The mask, Glossier. Figured that would be popular. That was from last season, I believe, that blanket. Yeah, it's always interesting. You see a lot of the same brands pop up kind of over and over. A lot of Elemis. I thought that was kind of a cute sushi set, even though it's the kind of in-house brand. I thought it was cute. Currently out of stock, though. I thought this was also kind of cool, these lights. Oh, that's cute. Longing for London. I'm going to favorite that, even though it's out of stock. I mean, and what are they, $8 full price? There's the Swell mug to match. Some previous pet toys. Yeah, and this is the insert name here, but it's strawberry jam instead of whatever the peach one is. I'm not sure if it smells any better, really. I haven't smelled it. Let's see. Yeah, always best to get in as soon as you can, but even if something is showing as being out of stock, it's not the end of the world. Like I said, a lot of people kind of reserve things for themselves and then choose to kind of whittle down their baskets. It's kind of a cute bag from Sweaty Betty. Yeah, you can see they have more designer bags than what they initially showed. They must obviously be selling them because they keep doing it. All right, so that is it. So I'm going to stop this recording right there. So I think that's going to do it. I think I've kind of talked this box to death. I will do an unboxing whenever I get that in, just to give you my initial impressions. But yeah, let me know what you guys want to see or what you find the most useful, and I can kind of tailor my videos to that. So that's going to do it, but I hope you guys are all doing well and staying safe, and you're able to get everything that you want in your FabFitFun box this season. So take care for now, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.